It is no longer news. You have all seen this. Don't look at what is right at the top there. I'm not interested in the DDR inmates who are making claims that they killed Field Marshal, as Nasiri Clovis once would say. This is where my concern is. Look at the bottom. For me, is right, and for you, it should be left. Look at the bottom left. You see 600 million tons of iron ore found in Northwest. My people, I came on this platform sometime and I announced that they have found a lot of mineral resources in the northern zone, in the grassfield. A lot of deposits. That the scandal is such that they can't mention it because they feared. Recall at the start of this broadcast, I said, when President Ahijo was handing over to Paul Biya, he told him, beware with the people of Bamenda because they may become too hard for you. And so the government told itself that because we have kept telling this lie that the northern zone, or what they call Northwest, is arid land. They have no resources, nothing. All they want to do is depend on the petrol or on the petroleum riches of the Southwest. They want to benefit of their forests. They want to benefit of your everything, your riches, your natural soils. That's what they want to benefit. They found themselves cornered in difficulties, be able to make public the information that that land they call arid is an El Dorado. Listen, you see this figure of 600 million tons is fake. The tonnage of iron ore deposits found in the northern zone, especially in the Donga, Mantung, and Bui areas, is well over 600 billion. Listen, 600 billion tons. The document that I'm referring to that has this information is with Mr. Fu Jonathan merging me. A copy with Mr. Fukalistos Gentry. They are sitting on it so tight. This one, there was no way they could hold this one from leaking to the press, but they tried to water down the figure. Because what is in the place they call Northwest is far more than what the Republic claimed and was celebrating so serious that they found in Balam, where they have been claiming they are going to spend thousands of billions to exploit iron ore in Balam. You've heard talk about the Balam iron ore project. But I bet you what is in Balam is less than 1/100 of what is in Donga, Mantung, and Bui counties in the ground. At the same time that they even let this little one flicker, they don't tell you that they have found very important oil deposits. I mean oil, petroleum deposits in Momo, specifically in the Batibo area. And it extends right up to the point where Momo and Manu have boundaries. I mean oil, petrol, that same petrol that is in Bakassi, that same petrol that's in Kemlimbo. They have found an important deposit, very important deposit in Momo. But they say if we tell these people, if these people know, these people are so politically alert, these people are fighters, these people are people who don't give up. If we let them know they have this, then we are finished. Unfortunately, they couldn't hold it for so long. I said it here, when I said it here before, so President Barack just sits and invents things because he wants to motivate people. My dear people of Ambazonia, I am a trained journalist. I worked in the as a senior journalist before going to the School of Diplomacy, which further increased my access. My people, what I talked about, what I know. What I talk about, what I have evidence that it is fact. So I said this and some people thought it was a joke. Now you have it now coming in newspapers, in Chicos. They will vomit out the entire truth. This is why they will do everything. They will kill themselves. This is why they will lose thousands upon thousands of their children in Ambazonia because of these riches. This is why the French will stand with Paul Biya, even if Paul Biya starts besides the messing he did in Washington DC. That against the point where he's crawling on his stomach, France will support him because of this. And this should be an eye-opener. So those of our people who are trying to backslide in this liberation movement, we have to stay woke. We have to stay determined. We have to stay focused. We have to continue to believe in the struggle. And we have to continue to stay resilient until we send these intruders out of our territory. This is the promise I made from day one, that I will fight right up to the logical end. That's why I don't pay attention to those calling me names, because it doesn't matter to me. Listen, it really doesn't matter. If they raise you up to call me names, to say all sorts of things about me, trust me, it will be like you are throwing water on a dog's back. Listen, I have the habit of telling this story. When Simon Peter, no, it was not Simon Peter, it was Paul, Apostle Paul. When Apostle Paul's ship, or rather boat, like got washed off the sea to a little island where they were like lost. And he got there, it was so cold, he wanted to light a fire. And as he was struggling to gather the grass to light the fire, there were put sticks and he was trying to light it up, a tiny snake wrapped itself around his hands. And that fire, he saw it, he picked it immediately and threw it on the fire, lit it up, and continued doing what he was doing. But on that island, everybody knew that tiny snake. That once that tiny snake wraps itself around your hand, the only thing that happens is you start getting swollen until you die. So they were watching Peter to see what Apostle Paul, to see what will happen to him. But Apostle Paul didn't even have that. He had made challenges bigger than that tiny snake. And so when they were talking about it, it didn't mean a thing to him. He knew that who was in him was bigger than he who was in the world. My people of Ambazonia, I know why I'm in this liberation movement. I don't doubt it, because if I were doubting why I'm in this liberation movement, I'll start wondering why some people will spend their lives talking trash about me or calling my name in their shows from the first minute of the show to the last one, doing special shows on Baakuro. I would have been wondering why, but I'm not. Because I know why I'm in this liberation movement. I know where I'm headed to, and I'm convinced that I will get there. So all the rest of me is bluff. So therefore, this is why La République du Cameroon will hire all kinds of people to create confusion in our liberation movement for this. That's why they will create black legs here and there everywhere. And you are fighting against your own people, not knowing that you will be a loser. Now you are hearing it from the citizens of La République du Cameroon that the Anglophone elite cannot win a war against their own people. If you're just joining in and you didn't see that, let me put it up again so you see it. That the Anglophone elites can never win a war against their people, says the citizen of La République du Cameroon. And therefore now let's move to a completely different thing. Listen, they come and see, they tell you, oh, we want to reconstruct. We want to bring development. We want to change things. We want to reconstruct this land. And I saw the other day a reverend father sharing something in the forum. I don't want to call his name yet, but I'll get to that. Sharing something in the forum and saying they are creating a network or whatever for reconciliation and peace. For reconciliation and peace. So that people should reconcile against each other and so that they ask him, where did we keep justice? When we talk about reconciliation and peace. And reconciling with who? Reconciling with who? La République du Cameroon is a development barren land. Why do you want us to remain unevenly yoked with a people who don't have a sense of imagination, who don't have a thought for their own growth, who don't think about their own development? Who only spend time thinking about today, looting, and looting. If they cannot develop their own country, is it Ambazonia that they will develop? If you don't take care of yourself, nobody will do it for you. That's why we need to send them out of our territory, so we take care of ourselves. When I sit on this platform, that it took just 50 years to make Dubai what it is today. Someone came and told that, oh, don't glorify something because they used by African slaves and anywhere, that's an aside. But 50 years. Paul has been in power for 41 years and counting. So, when Paul took power, 9 years before he took power, somebody was struggling to develop Dubai, to transform a desert into the El Dorado that we see that everybody in the world wants to go to. And 41 years after the person finished, or before 41 years, the person finished. He has been in power for 41 years and degraded everything he made. Look, my people, when these people say, oh, we should go into federalism, we should go into any kind of thing with La République du Cameroon, always ask yourself this question. When we got into this shit with La République du Cameroon, this unholy marriage, what has ever been taken from La République du Cameroon into the Southern Cameroons? Can anybody name anything? One, they took away the National Produce Marketing Board from the Southern Cameroons. They took the headquarters to La République du Cameroon in Douala. How did it end? It got finished. Two, they took the head office of Cameroon Bank from Kumba to La République du Cameroon. What happened to it? It ended. Three, Yoke. What did they do with Yoke? They dismantled everything in Yoke and carried it to La République du Cameroon to beef up their own installations. And what happened? Boom, Yoke ended. Next, they happened on to PWD. Carried away all the caterpillars, all the tractors, everything from the PWD yard to Yaoundé. And what happened? PWD has to do it, ended. What was ever brought away from La République du Cameroon into the Southern Cameroons? Can anybody quote one? Quote one! Then I'll agree with you that we need to have something to do with La République du Cameroon. Quote one thing, one. Don't look at me. Why you look at me? Why opening your eyes? Quote one. I know you are getting ready to go and write that blah 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 blah. You're ready to go and write that, go and pay your debts at the bars at Carrefour. You're ready to write that, oh, we never know you live a country. You're ready to write that, oh, you're an agent of the group. You're ready to write that. Listen, quote. I just challenge you. And you can't. Because there is nothing to quote. There is nothing. That's what it is. La République du Cameroon took everything from us and they are continuing to take everything from us. All. You see, when Barrister Keremuna sues because of the scandal from Glencoe, it's because he sits as a Southern Cameroonian. He imagines that this oil that they are playing with billions upon billions out of it is money from the Southern Cameroons that could have been used to develop the Southern Cameroons. They can't use it to develop in their own countries. Now, their own country. Now, let me show you. Because those of you who are saying we should get into some kind of thing, look at this road. This is the road linking Yaoundé to Garoua. And this road is called La Nationale Numéro 1. That is the National Highway number 1. Which is supposed to, that when they say number 1, we mean the oldest, the most important, the one which will carry the most attention. This is La Nationale Numéro 1, National Highway number 1 of La République du Cameroon, linking Yaoundé to Garoua. And from Garoua, you have another extremely bad road linking Garoua to Maroua. Don't talk about Kuseri, which will lead you to Chad. It is horrible. I showed pictures the last time where even the governor, they were moving in water, knee deep in water. The place had become pools all over the place. That's dilapidation. I worked in the far north. I worked in the far north in 2012. In 2012, I was sent to CIT in Maroua. The roads were not yet like this. So year in, year out, instead of going forward, the country is going backward. I mean, the road linking Yaoundé to Garoua was not yet like this. It's true that a lot of the time I went up there by air because I couldn't bear these roads. But look at now, it's worse. Completely horrible. If La République du Cameroon cannot construct its own roads, it's our roads that we will construct. This is still the road. If you think that that's a whole, look at this other patch. I said this is La Nationale Numéro 1. Cameroon. La Nationale Numéro 1. And you're waiting on Power to come and construct your ring road. You're waiting for Power to come and give you a superhighway that will link Kumba to Manfe. You're waiting for Power to come and give you a superhighway that will link Kumba to Mundemba. Something must be wrong with you. You need to consult a doctor as fast as possible. If Pobia cannot fix, this is still that same road. Yaoundé Garoua. Look at it. La Nationale Numéro 1. Nationale Numéro 1. Like here you have I-95. In the United States you have I-95, I-70, I-270, I-295, I-495. Those are that I mean interstate. This is the kind of roads here. This is the equation. This is the counterpart of it in Cameroon. And this is the first one, National Numero 1. My people of Ambazonia, why do we want to tie ourselves to a people who are development barren? A people who have no vision, no idea what development is all about. What a people-centered approach to development is all about, or approach to governance. Why should we keep ourselves unevenly yoked with those kind of people? And you will recall that around the early 80s or late 80s, that just after Paul Biya took power in Cameroon, Ethiopians were facing horrible times. There was no money even to develop the country, money to do anything. Famine was killing the people. There was famine down to, if you watch TV and they showed somebody who was scared to just say this an Ethiopian. Until they let La Piro de Mbanga play the soundtrack, which he said they want to call like a champion for Ethiopia. That's a prototype. Champion is prototype of Ethiopia. You know what Ethiopia is today? That Ethiopia. Oh yeah, we had Ethiopians in Cameroon who were house helps, who were shoe menders, who were all kinds of things, doing all kinds of meaner things just to have food to eat. Ethiopians. And we're mocking at them. And they're like a champion for Ethiopia. This is Addis Ababa. Please. Few years after, this is Addis Ababa. What you see on my screen is Addis Ababa, the capital of Ethiopia. This is not Europe, eh? It's not America. No. It's not Asia. It's not some part of China. Not Taiwan. Not Singapore. Not Japan. No. This is Ethiopia. This is Addis Ababa. As you can see on your screen. And where is Yaoundé? I just showed you the road. They are La National Numero 1. This is Addis Ababa. Look at. You can see the ways. Look at the roads. See vehicles are circulating. That's a train moving in the heart of the city. Between where you have vehicles and this is Addis Ababa in Africa. When you have the champions of Ethiopia, just in the late 80s, this is Addis Ababa. Let's go. This is still Addis. So you say, but why am I getting into all of this? My people of Ambazonia, I am showing you this so you know that when we tell you, after we send these intruders, after we send these bloodthirsty demagogues out of our land, within only a few years we will transform Ambazonia. You think I'm joking? It is being done elsewhere. We have seen Rwanda. The last time I came here, I showed Accra. We had Ghanaians all over in the southern Cameroons, in Cameroon. We had Ghanaians all over. They were doing restaurants, they were doing hair, they were doing everything, and nobody forgets the back. That was today. It's called Ghana must go. They were saying Ghanaians must leave because they were invading. I showed you Accra. Few years after, our people are now seeking refuge in Accra. Our people are now struggling to immigrate to Accra. Our people are now going to school in Accra. Our people are now going to look for jobs in Ghana. When I say Accra, I mean Ghana. This is still Addis Ababa. I've not finished. This is Addis Ababa, my people. In Ethiopia, how many years after we were talking about them, derogatory and everything, this is Ethiopia. Can you show me one single place like this in that land of big Cameroon that people are saying we should tie ourselves to? This is Ethiopia. Addis Ababa. And let me take the last shot. I'm showing this many shots, many angles. So you don't say I just picked a little place. This is Addis Ababa. As you can see, I haven't ignored some of the pictures. There are so many. They can make you dream and go mad. And Ethiopia has an airline which is called today the flower of Africa. Ethiopian Airlines. Oh my goodness. And they have a fleet. They even have the Dreamliner. They have a fleet of aircraft. Many of them. Where is La Republic? What do we have? What do they have? What do we in Ambazonia have? What does La Republic du Cameroon have? Nothing. Nothing. And now why you are seeing this, because this Addis Ababa I'm showing you is not a prototype, eh? You know what they call in French market. This is at this as is now. Now look at why that is happening elsewhere. They are developing in real time. This is what I could do is showing the people of Cham. That this is what Cham will look like when they develop it, maybe in 200 years. While in other countries they are living in real time, La République du Cameroon is living in dreamland. I've said 1 million times, La République du Cameroon is a country of make-believe. Make-believe. La République du Cameroon is a country of make-believe. You see, if you see the prototype, because it's a prototype, what they call maquette of Cham, so a Cham, look at ça veut dire que on va avoir le terrain, non? Hey, yeah. Alors qu'on va avoir le terrain, le train comme ça. Mais regarde ça. Ça, c'est le soleil, non? Ça, regarde. Non, pas bien alors. Il a fini. This is mirage. You ever did physics, you understand what I mean by mirage. And to explain it simply, that's if you're moving on time, you get to, and then there's so much sun. Get to place down, you look right ahead, you feel as if there's a pool of water. But there's nothing. When you drive until you get there, you find that there's no water, nothing. After you find a tire just as it were where you were before seeing it. At the point where you stood before seeing it, they call that a mirage. They make you to visualize things that you will never have. Like people to Cameroon, 200 years, they will not get here. Chamman, get up from sleep. Get up from slumber. That's deceiving you. You will never have it. If Paul Biya being Vondo cannot translate even just the prototype of the stadium that will bear his own name from paper to reality in how many years? Having spent over 400 billion, is Shanghai will develop. Is a road leading from Fundong to from Fuka that he will build? Is a road linking Bangem to Muti directly, without them having to leave Bangem and pass through other places, other this sort to get to Muti. Is that that you construct? It will be a road linking Muti to Elumbambo and to Mbeta and to Njungo that he will construct. Huh? My people of Ambazonia, it is time for us to continue to stay awake. A man who cannot buy himself even his own aircraft, he sets out to buy for himself a plane, a presidential plane. They eat the money right in front of him before his very eyes. You are counting on that kind of person to develop your land. You want to take the future of generations upon generations of Ambazonia and put it in the hands of such a person who is ready to give to his son, who is already on the same tracks, who is already doing the same things, and they tell you be yoked to those kind of people. No, not me. Never. This is a never again generation. When you go to sleep today, tell yourself, I will not be part of the generation of stupidity, because that would be stupidity. Stupidity is knowing the truth but preferring to fall for a lie. And that is not our portion. It's not my portion, it's not your portion. And that shall not come to pass. So thank you so much, my dear people of Ambazonia. We have been in this broadcast already for 1 hour, 20 minutes. I want to let go right now. I will be back here as soon as the conditions are arranged. I know a good lot of you have complained. Quite some of you have complained about the sound quality here. Like I said before, this is a makeshift studio. All things being equal, within the next fortnight, within the next 2 weeks, we will now be in an ultra-modern studio where we will have good sound quality and excellent broadcast for us to continue with this crusade. And thank you very much always for all the support. Make sure to contact your elected representatives in the United States of America. Make sure to make the calls from wherever you are to the State Department. Like I said earlier, I will pin the telephone number and the extension as the first comment on the comment section of this video. So make sure you reach out and deny La République du Cameroon the opportunity to get back into AGOA. And if you're just joining and you just want to hear, you want to go back first, the telephone number is 202-647-6575. 202-647-6575. That is if you're in the United States of America. If you are out of the United States of America, you're on ground zero, and I'm encouraging a lot of people on ground zero to call. A lot of our people in Europe, a lot of our people in Asia, everywhere, you add a +1 before it becomes +1 or 001-202-647-6575, and the extension is extension 8. Because when you call, you listen, they will start saying, if you want to do this, click on this. If you want to do that, click on this. The 8th option, click on it, take the 8th option, and then record your message. Give your name, your location, your everything, and give them in a clear and concise manner. Be brief. You can even write it down before you talk to you. You can even take your time and read so that you are clear, concise, and to the point. Don't talk, love, write, everything so they will not get what you are saying. There's no time. Short messages, straight, clear, and to the point. And let the U.S. State Department, because that number is from the State Department, let them know exactly why you're dropping this message. That the people to Cameroon have never changed from who they are. They are continuing to rape our daughters, to rape our mothers, to rape our wives, to loot our people, to burn our village settlements, to kill people for their sports, to capture our people and collect ransoms. Tell them all this. That's what we need to do. So thank you again. Until we meet again. To God be all the glory.